So some background on this for anyone listening at home or just, catch up on the history. 2009, SERPED, the regional planning agency, published a report of the 100 most dangerous crash locations in southeastern Massachusetts. And this intersection ranked 5th. So 5th most dangerous in southeastern Massachusetts. And then from 2012 to 2014, it was ranked number 40 out of the top 200 intersection clusters by MassDOT. So that's a statewide index out of that time period. Again, 40 in the state. And they recommended in this report a number of things, including there were some short-term recommendations like putting out the temporary speed radar signs to try to slow people down, things like that. The long-term solutions they recommended were alterations to the signal timing and phasing and widening of the intersection to accommodate some dedicated turn lanes. Those were the long-term solutions. There's really a nexus between housing and infrastructure funding in Massachusetts. The last few years, a decade or so, the state's really putting a lot of money into infrastructure that supports new housing growth as a way to incentivize housing development and combat the housing crisis in the state and in the country. And so North Attleboro, not only do they receive payments from the 40R permit, but that development attracted a $3.9 million MassWorks grant that was awarded for the infrastructure on Kelly Boulevard, which includes a light at George Levin Road, but then on our side it includes the 106, 152 infrastructure improvements. And this allows us, in the visual up on the screen now, this allows us to do those long-term improvements for an intersection that currently is not adequate to handle the volume of traffic it receives. This will enable it to handle it for the present and the future. And as you can see, we talked about the turn lanes. Each approach to the intersection would have 3, and this is from the 25% design, but still the same concept, 3 lanes. You have a dedicated left turn lane. A lot of the crashes documented were angle crashes from people, waiting to take a left-hand turn and maybe going for it if they didn't have enough time, and things related to that left turn. So you have dedicated left turn lanes on every side, you have a dedicated through lane, and you have an option on the right, a right turn / through lane. And also on the receiving end, once you cross the intersection, there is an extended period of merging, so the merge is drawn out further and allowing, less queuing and allowing more time for the merge, and things like this are what necessitates the widening of the road to have these, and the signal phasing will also. So the status of where we are in the project right now, the design is nearing completion. They're at about 85% plans and specs. Beta is doing the design, same firm that did the evaluation in 2018. Project is projected to go to bid in September. We are also applying for a complete streets grant in September for up to $500,000. And this, I noticed recently that this project was on the town of Plainville's complete streets plan, and I don't believe the town has received any complete streets grants that I know of. It can be hard to get these because, easy to get them, but hard to justify because the amounts are so low compared to what it takes to actually do a road or sidewalk project. So the fact that we're already doing this and already leveraging that MassWorks money it's a great opportunity to bring in the complete streets money and just make this a magnet for, leveraging different sources to help with the overall cost of the project.
So So we're at 85% plan completion. When does the North Attleboro side of the project start?
It's all done together. So the design is being done for Plainville and North Attleboro at the same time. And they're the fiscal agent for it, so they're managing the procurement and projecting to go out to bid in September. And, they might be able to break ground before the winter or do some certain things, but...
Oh, really? So
yeah, it looks like
this year?
Possibly, but the majority should take place in 2026 of the construction.
And then lastly, as far as the cost of this, wasn't there a, mass gaming grant that was part of this, and did that get clawed back, and then how does that work?
So there was, I don't have the exact, from North Attleboro said they got a $100,000 mass gaming grant. But yeah, there was, and then there was $500,000 from the development in North Attleboro that was being contributed as part of their development agreement.
So is there a chance we're going to be looking for more funding for this at town meeting beyond the taking money?
For the take, yeah, so we're looking for the Complete Streets funding to go towards the construction project,
Okay.
and that'll fund some of, the sidewalks, the ramps, all the
Okay.
Complete Streets eligible elements. For the cost of the property takings, we would probably wrap that into the town meeting article that's, the article to do the acquisitions, and then wrap the cost of the acquisitions into that too.